I've also noticed that, when you're in this space where you're starting to, set goals, visions, I mean, we're fresh on the start of the year as well, you often are able to kind of give yourself a definition or goal saying like, okay, I think I want this. And, I deliberately use this term, I think I want that, or maybe it'd be nice to have this. And there seems to be obstacles. There seems to be things that distract us, that get us off guard. I know for me, a lot of people want to be, growing the business, successfully being entrepreneurs, growing their sales. And it's feels fairly easy to say, yeah, I want to set that target. But to get ourselves motivated, to get ourselves kind of on that journey, I love that you use a specific term, activating a state to pursue it. It seems like there's something missing.
Yeah, it's important to understand that we don't necessarily wake up in the mornings with this drive activated. It actually has to be activated. Just because I'm in the motivation business, just because I've written 17 books, does not mean that I wake up motivated every day. It doesn't mean that I feel like coaching people after 31 years. It doesn't feel like I feel like prospecting, or I feel like following up on leads or creating a sale. So what I'm trying to do is really associate that there's a time to flip the switch, like the athlete that's playing in a big game, like an artist that's performing on a big stage. If you've been an artist for 30 years singing the same songs, you don't necessarily always feel like singing those songs, but that's what people pay the big money to see. And so there's in the book, I talk about routines I have and how I actually activate my drive daily to kind of go into the sales battle, to go into, to go in and create and go into pursue and go into follow up. Because pre-drive, think of it this way, in sales, it's really pursuing something, pursuing a lead, pursuing an opportunity, pursuing someone who is interested in doing business with you. And what our natural state is, Jason, is actually to be in a stationary position, right? Most people sit. Inertia is resistance to move. So what most people do is they go, especially in an economy like we have in the United States right now, and they freeze. They don't know what to do. They don't do anything, right? And so when in the book, I kind of go into the psychology of activating the drive, which has a lot to do with the subconscious mind, programming the subconscious mind to move toward a tangible target, a sales target, a daily target, a number of high-value activities that you're doing to produce a sale or create a sale. So I go into the importance of writing it down, mapping it out, how that programs a subconscious mind, a supercomputer, to move toward a tangible target, or what I call in the book a B. So you're at A right now, and you're moving toward B. B is some ideal number. I have a daily sales number in my coaching company that I try to hit, and that gives us a target to move toward, and it tells the brain we're going into action today versus sitting in inertia.
It feels counterintuitive. If you are trying to be your best and your body's kind of trying to protect yourself, help you thrive as an individual, it would feel like the natural state would make us pursue these goals that kind of allow us to have more survivability, you could say.
Yeah.
But yet this inertia still is prevalent. Like what's going on? Why are we being self-destructive in that capacity?
Well, the brain is interesting. It's lazy. It's thousands of years old. It hasn't evolved much. It's in a survival mindset. It wakes up in the morning. It takes the path of least resistance. It doesn't know how to thrive. It knows how to survive. Okay, so to thrive, you have to tell the brain what to do. It's why I'd say your brain works for you. You don't work for it. And so I tell people, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a greatness factory, and I'm going to have success school for kids, and I'm going to do this. And it's crazy when I do this exercise, because the whole book is really this big exercise of moving from where you are to where you're trying to go, and then keeping the prey drive activated over and over and over and over. Like, for example, we're here at the end of the year, when people are listening to this in the beginning of the year, and people are tired, they're fatigued, we're just exhausted. They've pushed, especially if they're running a small business, which can be absolutely brutal, to get up every day and try to go produce sales and create sales. So what happens is the prey drive is suppressed many times by a couple of things. Feelings, right? And that's why I say amateurs listen to their feelings. Professionals don't always listen to their feelings. The prey drive is suppressed by satisfied needs. So when we are have a good life, we're making a good amount of money. Yesterday I was on the phone with a woman who said, I just don't feel like I need to activate my prey drive because I'm comfortable. And I just said to her, if we fast forward to 84 years old, if we use Jeff Bezos' regret minimization framework, at 84, when you look back over your life, do you want to say you were comfortable, or do you want to say you pursued your potential? You became what you were capable of becoming. And that question kind of activated her prey drive. Says, I do have potential. I do want to do something. But here's what's interesting, Jason. A lot of people, it's dormant. It's latent. It's undeveloped. My own wife came to one of my workshops at 30 years old. She was selling cell phones for Verizon. And her manager said, you have some natural potential. You should go see this coach. And I didn't know her at the time. And she came and sat in the back of my workshop. And that one workshop activated her prey drive. She left the job she was in because that wasn't what she was supposed to be doing. She got serious about her potential, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And she's a totally different person today, 10 years later than she was when she walked into that workshop. So that's why I say in the book, exposure activates prey drive. See, she had never been in a self-help seminar. She had never read a self-help book. And so that one evening activated her drive to want to be better and activate that potential.